What's up, everybody? Hope y'all enjoying this Saturday. This is Kenyatta Rashon, and we're here with Hank Nation TV. About to get this interview in. I'm excited.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your background, what you do, and what's going on with you.
All right, I'm an R&B singer. I'm from Ypsilanti, Michigan.
Home of the Braves.
Home of the Braves, period. Sorry. But representing the 734, just like, a few others that's hailing out of the city. Again, I'm an R&B singer. I've been doing this for a while now, actually, since I was like a kid. And it's just good to see, starting to see the fruits of my labor.
That's good. So when you, approximately how old were you when you learned it, when you knew you could sing?
7. So I'm 7 years old, and I was in 2nd grade. I had a teacher who was very adamant, African American teacher too, shout out to her. She was very adamant about putting on like a school talent show. I haven't been humming in the class. Anytime she turns something on, I'm singing it like full blast. Mary J. Blige, Real Love, and like things of that nature. And by the time the spring rolled around, she actually got it accomplished, and she like, you're gonna perform. I'm like, okay. I ended up contacting 2 of my classmates. I coordinated the entire routine. I coordinated the rehearsals and made it happen. My first performance was No, No, No by Destiny's Child. And I was Beyonce. Just like that.
So, when did you professionally start?
Professionally, I would say 2011, because I joined a band, which, how that started, I was actually getting my nails done inside a barbershop, Ramos. You from Ipsy, you know about Ramos.
Everybody know about Ramos from Ipsy.
And there was a guy that was cutting hair. He happened to be the guitar player for the band, and he heard me humming to, I don't remember what was playing, but he heard me humming, and he's like, hey, you interested in being in the band? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of fresh out of high school. I just recently moved back to Michigan from Atlanta, and where I was actually trying to pursue a career. It was a little too early. I didn't know what I was doing. But come back to Michigan to this opportunity, and I met with Mr. Michael Lewis. Rest in peace, Michael Lewis. He an Ipsy legend too. And from there, I started being the female lead singer in his band, First Class Band.
Oh, okay. What was the name of the band?
First Class.
First Class.
First Class Band. Yep.
Okay. So from First Class, then what happened?
From First Class, I transitioned into another band, which was another level for me, which was Emergent Soul. Emergent Soul, they had more opportunities, so I was being seen in front of more people, like performing at Greektown Casino, Motor City, MGM, Masonic Temple. I was singing at plenty of weddings. Shout out to all those marriages that I serenaded. But sang at a lot of weddings, and I did that for about 3 or 4 years, and then made the decision, like, you know what? It's time to put all my energy into just Kenyatta Rashon.
Right. So what was your first song that you ever put out that was played on a record or a CD or whatever?
Ooh, okay. So there was one called Love Me. That one was like testing the waters of things that happened in between me and my band transitions.
Okay.
Then there was one that actually made it to the radio station called Going Down. And while I shot a video for that, when I put more energy into my craft and my brand, it was Going Down. And that was like a really popular kind of party tune, good vibe. But that was the track right there, Going Down.
And so is that song right there in video, is that on YouTube?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, is that under your channel?
Yep, under my channel.
Shout out, this is Plug City, so
you already know. Kenyatta Rashon on YouTube. Go ahead and add yourself right now, subscribe, and then once you subscribe, you get to see any updates on any new videos. But it's really rewarding, not for you, but for me, to take a step down memory lane and see some of my old stuff, and to watch it all the way up to my new stuff, because like just to see my journey, trust me, you gonna love it.
And you got a new song that came out the other day.
Yes.
And a video with a twist.
With the super twist.
Hey, you want to talk about that or?
Let's do it. You Make Me Feel Better. That is my new single, 2020. You know, something to close out the year. And You Make Me Feel Better is really a feel good tune. It's for your soul. It's real life soul.
I love the song.
Thank you.
I love the song.
Thank you. And it for me, it attached to my life in a certain way, and that's why I decided to share it the way I did.
Mm-hmm.
For someone else, you know, I just feel like that's a vibe that you never knew you needed. And once you listen to the song, it just gives you something different, something that you, like I said, you didn't even know that was living inside you. You get to see life from a different perspective. You get to appreciate certain things that you didn't before, you know. So for me, You Make Me Feel Better. I actually got an opportunity to showcase that I am expecting with my first child. And
congratulations.
Thank you.
That powder was blue.
It was blue. It's a boy. Mr. Harlan Muhammad Sharif is growing inside me, and that is what makes me feel better, knowing that now, you know, besides all the other motivation that I had for my grind, like now I have something else. It's on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Becoming a mom and being his role model and having something for him to look up to and be inspired by. So that was my way of sharing it with y'all.
Well, the song is dope, and I advise everyone to go to that channel, go to her channel, and check it out.
Yes, watch the video, download this song, stream it on any platform that you enjoy listening to your music, whether it's Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Play. It's out. It's everywhere. No excuse.
Available on all platforms, so go check it out. So describe your music. What kind of music, for those who haven't checked you out, because I have my own opinion about it, but I want you to tell the people out there. Describe your music.
I want to hear yours too. I consider myself a modern soulful R&B artist. So, you know, I like to talk about real life situations. I like to talk about what I'm going through because I know it can easily relate to something someone else is going through. I would consider myself a reality R&B singer too, because, you know, sometimes you listen to a song, it's a little sugar coated or it's coded for, you know, the entertainment, but in a lot of my songs I'm getting straight to it. One of my favorite songs that I put out is called All Gone, and out the gate, the first verse is the moment I think that you're the one, you start to doing too much. I look around and see that everything is moving but us. That's like a lot. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's heavy if for the listener, and you know what I'm saying, even for somebody that could be just singing the song and really feeling that's a lot. So, you know, I call myself a reality R&B singer.
So my opinion of it is exactly pretty much what you said. I think when it comes to soulful music and real, it kind of goes hand in hand. So it seems like when you do a song, it's like, this must have happened.
Oh, right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it seems like you're employing, you know, life experiences with your music, and it's like a neo soulful vibe that I like.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
So like I said, I want everybody that's paying attention to this, go listen to this music here. Have you worked with any other artists in Ipsy?
I have. Featured on You Make Me Feel Better is an artist named Mo Grease.
That was the one that was rapping on the song, right?
Yes, yeah. He is like underrated.
I never heard of him either.
What? He has. My first time hearing him perform was at a event. I was like some type of rapping event where it was kind of like, you know, 106 and Park had that rap battle where it was like you create a champion and then that person just kind of like, I don't know if y'all familiar with PL, but PL was a champion for some seasons on 106 and Park. Mm-hmm. So this gentleman, he had been winning week after week after week after week, and I had never seen him perform. Heard the song and watched him perform the song, was blown away. I said, yo, I have a song that I think that you would sound really good on. He wrote it in like that week and was in the studio by that weekend, and you know, when I actually heard it, it's funny because he was like, oh, I was nervous about writing for you. I'm like, no, I'm the humblest person you'll meet. Like, we'll work really good together. And by the time I got the song back, I was just like, oh my God. You remind me of Andre 3000.
Yeah, he's dope.
He jumped on the track and just really like fluffed it, and I love this song. It just, his verse, my verse, just the beat, everything about it is just cold. Shout out to Motor City Mello, he produced that. But yeah, good. Another artist I work with, Polo. Me and Polo got a track that
that's fam right there.
Yeah, shout out to Polo Frost.
Shout out to Polo Frost.
He featured on a track that I released a long time ago. We didn't really put it out like that, but it was a really dope song. Really dope.
Why
song.
You didn't put it out like that?
Well, we put it out. That's another thing that I learned over the course of my career. I put it out on a EP with a plethora of songs, but only a few songs I actually promoted. So, you know what I'm saying? Some people may have heard it, you know, based off of them actually listening to the EP, but the energy that I put into Going Down was not the same energy I put into Want That, which is the track that Polo is featured on. And I think I'm gonna revive it. I haven't decided yet because his verse was really cold on there, and this was like the beginning of Polo's career too. He was on some whole other stuff. I love him where he at now because he definitely elevated, but he was really on some shit back then. But yep, I got a track with Polo Frost. I have an entire mixtape with Comfy Ken. That's my twin brother.
Okay.
Yeah, so we did a mixtape called I Hope You're Happy. Very cold, very super soulful.
That's dope.
Yeah, really good. I would love to work with some other artists too. Just reach out to me. I'm definitely down. A lot of people start the process like, hey, can I get you on a feature, da-da-da. But, you know what I'm saying? What you put into it is what I put into it, Playboy. Right. So we gotta stay consistent when it comes to that.
Right. So what is your creative process when it comes to writing your music, or even, you know, I don't know if you pen your own stuff or musical arrangements. What is your creative process? How do you go through that?
Isolation. I wouldn't say I'm a weirdo, but in essence I am, because
everybody's weird though.
I take a lot of time to myself, and you know, I like to be in a zone that is unbreakable. So, you know, I might turn my phone off, I might lock myself in a room, be in a space that I can actually focus. That is one of my creative ways, and that's kind of if I'm creating some more emotional, or I would say dark. If I'm on like some feel good, uptune type of tracks, I'm with my family, and we all contribute into what I'm gonna put out. My twin, Comfy Ken, he played a huge part in You Make Me Feel Better, as well as All Gone. I have a whole twin brother who kind of is, I'm Pinky, he the brain. I can say that. Mm-hmm. So, but again, my process is, it all depends on what I'm trying to produce, what actually comes out.
Okay. So, we just had a Detroit artist here, and we were talking about the obstacles being from Detroit. Now we're talking about Ipsy. Now Ipsy is like a much smaller entity. Do you feel like it's even that much harder to get your music out there because of where you're from?
In essence. So, you know, talent, hard work beats talent.
Absolutely.
All day.
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm learning about the process too, because, you know, everybody, you don't just get a handbook on this music shit. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not like it's a bunch of people there just like, hey, here's your golden ticket. You really got to grind and figure it out along the way. So I would say that I've been able to rub elbows with people who are going to be in situations where they can look out for me, or, you know, in a room full of people that are prominent, my name comes up. You know, I even went as far as being more global with my contacts and networks. I'm plugged in New York, I'm plugged in LA, I'm plugged in Atlanta. So I've done the work. So Ipsy will have his day. Mm-hmm. Trust me. Kenyatta Rashon from Ipsy 734 is going to have his day. Facts.
We have to express to people, like with the social media networks, and it's just no excuse to get out there with Instagram and Facebook. You can show your music to anyone across the country just by simply hustling online. So
yep. Easy. It wasn't like that in 2009, 2010.
It was not like that. It was not like that. So it's a different ball game. Like, you know, I always tell people, you know, you got to put in the work. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you ain't putting it out there, nobody's gonna know about it.
That's right.
So, do you have any upcoming projects?
Yes. So, very quickly, I can educate you all on a program that I was actually accepted into as a fellowship program called Amplify Washtenaw.
Mm-hmm.
And this was created by a group of creatives that want to look out for the African American artists, very specifically. They see where the struggles are, and they sat down and created resources so that we can have a smoother transition into different things that we need as artists. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'll be starting on an EP with them. Y'all can actually look forward to that next year.
Wow.
In the meantime, and shout out to Amplify, shout out to Grove Studios, because you had to apply for this program, so they seen something in me that they really felt like I would be able to utilize this opportunity as one of their fellowships and be something with it. Not to mention, we also tap into the community, so it's not just about music, it's kind of bridging the gap between the community and music in Ypsilanti. So be on the lookout for all things Amplify and Kenyatta Rashon. Shout out to Danny Darling and London. We actually are the three who were granted this opportunity, and between this year and going into next year, you're going to see a lot of us for sure, especially around Ipsy.
So what does the opportunity involve?
Again, they're providing all the resources that an artist should need to be able to prosper. They're providing the resources. So the things that we independent artists struggle with financially, just knowing the right people, because I for sure fell into that plenty of times. It's terrible working with different people and they're not really professional. So, they provide everything that we would need as an independent artist and make it easier on us to just be the artist.
So is it almost like a record deal?
No, they do stand away from that. That is not what it is. It's kind of like a grant program.
Okay.
Yeah. So they just about to take care of me through my process and make sure everything is smooth and that I get the things that I need to get done and put out a dope ass mixtape.
So how can other artists get involved with the program?
They will actually be doing this annually. So every year they'll put out an opportunity. If you follow Amplify Washtenaw, you'll be able to stay up on all information, all updated information. They're going to do this every year. This is definitely something that artists want to be a part of. It is an application process. It's an interview process. It's pretty intensive, but it's worth it. It's very worth it. I strongly suggest.
I say, because it seemed like they, pouring on all they resources into you as an artist and helping you succeed. And if it's not a record deal or nothing like that, and if it's a grant program, they don't receive nothing back.
It's
just
a win.
Doing it out the kindness of their heart. So.
Facts, exactly. And like I said, we are going to be community based, so I'm gonna also be tapping into the youth around Ypsilanti, Michigan. I'm a cheerleading coach myself, so that's one thing that I am very, very in tune with is the female youth in my community. So I'm looking forward to that being a requirement and something that I'll be tapped into a lot more often.
Okay, so we talked about, what's the name of it again? Amplify. And
yes,
we talked
sir.
about your music. And can we... Go ahead.
So that first, you talked about your music teacher saying that you was going to do what she said, a talent show she was going to you guys do. How did that go? You said you put everything together.
Yeah.
You did the choreography. Did everything work out the way you planned?
It did. I have the video footage to prove it, and I can't wait to actually put it out exactly the way I want to. It's so cute because, man, I the same confidence I had at 7, it didn't amplify. So it was just cute to see myself on this VHS just walk out with such a big heart and just be ready to attack. I was 7 years old. 7. And I had my girls. I remember being in my mom's garage like, okay, y'all, to the left. to the left, up, down, right. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it came out great. So be on the lookout for that, because I'm going to definitely create like a little journey documentary for y'all. And that will be a part of it.
Yeah, that's dope. So with that, so did you win the talent show?
There was no winner or loser.
Oh,
but my family for sure showed up, roses and bouquets in hand. So I felt like a winner. My dad kept recording, like, how you feel, superstar? I'm like, I feel good. I'm a little tired, but you know, this was awesome. They've been coaching me through this for
you
so
were
long.
7, right?
Yes.
They're not gonna have no winners and losers at 7, Hank.
Hey, it was the whole school now.
Talent show.
It was the whole
That's
school.
why these kids getting soft now.
Oh,
You gotta win. You gotta lose.
You're a competitor. Period.
You can't. Everybody not gonna win. So when the kids grow up, they thinking they could just make it and without the hard work.
That's true. That is true.
Because if they give them something without them working hard for it, that's what they expect during life. So, and then people like you that's born to do what you do, you know, it make it difficult for you guys.
Drop them jewels. I hear you.
Well, since we're on the topic of dropping jewels, let's say that I'm an artist, and with you taking the path that you've taken to where you're at, what advice would you give me if I was just to start, if I wanted a singing career?
If you wanted a singing career? Okay, first and foremost, I'll tell you, you want to practice. You want to practice hard, and while you're practicing, find something about yourself that makes you different from other people. And then you want to pursue that as a part of your artistry. Because things are moving at such a fast pace nowadays, it don't take long to get discovered or to be, you know what I'm saying, to start trending or things of that nature. So I just say create yourself like a small plan of different things that you're going to do, whether it's do your covers on Tuesday and Wednesday and post on Fridays. And then if you want to make sure that you are in the studio as consistent as possible, make sure you find people that are for you and that are genuine. That'll be the first thing for sure that I make sure I mention. Like, it's hard to work with people who are not professional and you think they are, and you get lost along the way, and it definitely is super setbacks. So I strongly suggest that you work with a team of people that's for you, and make sure your circle's solid. People don't do that, and then you end up having a loophole in your circle, and now you know what I'm saying, somebody messing with your momentum. But and most importantly, just be confident. Be confident. I can sing a cover right now. I don't sound like Beyonce. I might mess up a note. But it's gonna be so many people that rock with it. Focus on them people. Don't focus on the people that's not 100% supporting you or for you, because those people are gonna multiply if you don't even pay attention to people that's not supporting you.
So those covers, and I've seen quite a few of them. What's your favorite cover? Well, what's your favorite cover, and what cover you got the most attention from?
My favorite, one of my favorite artists is Mary J. Blige. Mm-hmm. And I say this because I can compare vocal abilities. She has a very strong voice, mm-hmm. right? And she also, that strong voice can be angelic too at times. My favorite cover that I think I recently did was, is it My Life? Yeah, My Life by Mary J. Blige. And that, for 2020, I would say that got a lot of recognition. And I just sang like the first verse. People loved it.
Do people ask you to sing on the spot a lot?
All the time.
Is it irritating?
No, I'm a singer. I have to get used to that. I would say I am used to that. But yeah, that's my life. Sometimes, let's say if it's like early in the morning, go to YouTube, baby. Or if I'm like at the grocery store, go to YouTube, baby. Don't do me like that.
People have seen you at the grocery store and asked you to sing?
Yes. It's so funny because I had a mask on, some glasses, and...
That was recent with a mask on.
Yeah, this is like top of the year, maybe like March. They're like, oh, Kenyatta, Rashon, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. You want to sing something for me? I'm just like, you can see me? I was like, yeah, I'm just coming real quick. I got my dusty Ugg boots on and some leggings. I'm just here to grab something real quick and go. But it has happened.
Now, was there ever a time where somebody asked you to sing on the spot and you did?
All the time. That happens more often than not.
Oh, okay. So you usually do it.
Mm-hmm. I usually do it.
You love to sing, right? So
that's my passion.
Because if I'm not mistaken, you were singing when you walked in the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I was. And then when I seen y'all still interviewing, I was like, dang. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I do.
I'm not going to ask you to sing. I want to, but I ain't going to. We ain't going to put you on the spot.
You want to hear something?
Well, let us hear something. You don't have to, go full.
Name an artist.
Mary J. Blige.
Okay,
Or You Make Me Feel Better.
Oh, there we go.
period. See,
Do your stuff. Do your stuff. Do you?
You make me feel like everything will be alright when I'm with you, eliminating all the things I'm going through, alleviating all my pain. I know it's you. I know. You love me 'cause you show it, and that's what keeps me going. Yeah, I know. You love me 'cause you show it, and that's what keeps me going.
I'm about to call my wife and tell her to light the candles.
Okay,
That's what we about to do.
Me feel better,
We about to do that. We about to do that.
You heard that?
That ain't no studio tricks right there. That was just that was all notes. All notes. No help. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
So, do you, I know I asked this before, but who are your favorite artists from Ipsy? I know you mentioned some of the other. I know you mentioned Polo, and I know you mentioned Mo and your brother. Name some artists that's out there that's doing some stuff in Ipsy that we don't.
One thing, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
Your brother, do he sing too? Because you said y'all twins, so y'all both sing. Okay.
He can sing. He rap. The boy is talented. He's
What's his
very
Instagram?
talented. Comfy Ken.
Comfy Ken.
Comfy is
I'm
spelled
on
with a
it.
K.
I'm on it.
He's in so many different worlds himself. As an artist, that's not like his forefront. He's like Brandy's brother. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
He when the time comes, he definitely gonna do his Ray J thing. But he for sure is like, you know what I'm saying, very supportive. He love to see me grinding and doing my thing. You go to his page right now.
That's Comfy Bogart.
No, yeah.
On
That's how you go
Instagram.
by it. The boy is crazy. He's weird. He's different. But yeah, he's super supportive. Like I said, he's very helpful when it comes to the creativity, my creativity. And once I would say that once he see a lot of this going on, he's definitely working on his own stuff. But he's definitely the brother right now to push me. If that makes sense.
Okay.
But yeah, let me see. Other artists, Danny Darling, I mentioned her. London Black, they both are some R&B artists, but they're coming from a different lane, which is super dope. Let's see. Who was another artist? Bird and Sachi Monroe. These are some upcoming rappers that what they rapping about and how they on the tracks is so cold. It definitely reminds you of some Andre and Big Boy type of vibe. Let me see some other artists. Kenyatta Rashon.
For sure. For sure.
I'm having a brain fart. I don't want to miss nobody. Man, this is one rapper. Oh, he records at the workshop. Man, I'm trying to remember his name. Fo, he got some heat. He just ain't dropped it yet. And every time I go to the studio, it's just more and more heat. Fo did it. That's what he go by.
I think I heard of him.
The boy is crazy. Christy Lauren. Christy Lauren is another R&B singer. She's dope. Super dope. She's working on some stuff. She's actually working back and forth from Arizona with another artist. And they're kind of on some like... what's that one artist Drake got? It's a low-key dude.
Oh, Party Next Door.
Party Next Door. They on some Party Next Door type vibe. It's cold. It's really cold. But I'm going to stop there because I hate to continue to forget people. Because Ipsy is actually on the come up musically. It is just moving at its own pace. But Ipsy is seriously a music land, and everybody is getting more and more serious about their brand and about their music.
So you have, let's see here. Hank, do you have any questions? Because I got a few I want to fire off.
It seemed like you were a music fan of all kinds, because you were in bands and you like a lot of rap music and stuff like that. So, who are your favorite like rappers and stuff growing up? And have you ever thought about rapping?
Ha! I have a song where I rapped on. I just haven't put it out yet. It's funny because I'm like, oh, this is different. But they were encouraging me to do it. I might drop it one day. It's called Bitch I'm Yatta. But that's just that.
You went full throttle rap.
Yeah, I was flowing. My favorite rappers growing up. Wow, so I'm super eclectic. As you started to pick up on, I'm super duper eclectic. DMX, Ludacris, Nelly, Tupac, Biggie, The Clips, Jay-Z.
So you into lyrics?
Young Guns. I'm into lyrics and content because Busta Rhymes, case in point, Ludacris, Nelly, Busta Rhymes, they all used to shoot music videos that were like entertainment, right? Mm-hmm. So just by watching the video, now I know the whole song on some weird connecting type stuff. Mm-hmm. DMX would tell these stories that were really unrelatable because I'm probably 10, 11, 12. But I was rapping them like I knew what he was going through. Like I felt his pain, you know. Even the flows, Brenda, Letitia, Linda, Felicia, Don, LaShawn. I was singing that. I ain't had no business. But like I mentioned, Andre and Big Boy. Let's see. I love music. I love all kinds of music.
Okay, so have you been tuning into the versus battles?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
You saw the last one?
Yes.
Okay, so we've been talking about this on the show. I really felt there was a clear winner, but I've been seeing online some people saying one person won, some people saying the other. I personally feel like it was nowhere close. I thought it was like a blowout. But before I say who I thought won, in my opinion, what did you think about the whole thing, the winner and the whole situation? Because it was a lot to that one.
It was a lot. So it was pretty much. We're probably on the same page, and I'm gonna say why. When it comes down to being a rapper and having music that is like, there was a whole bag he didn't even go into. Jeezy. Okay, boom, I said it. He had so much material. Gucci was locked up while he was still making music, right? Mm-hmm. However, on the contrary of things, on the gangster side of things, Gucci had a certain kind of vengeance to him for that event that everybody could see. Everybody could see. And that's why he was starting to generate more love for the whole situation, because it was so many underlining shit that was coming out. That smoking on Pookie Loke and put him in the dirt. 10K. While I was watching it, because I was raised around my brother who was a Gucci head. Okay. He was already, everything that was going on, he was able to recall from back in the day when he was, when it was the big Gucci with the crusty lips, that Gucci, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was like, oh, but y'all gotta remember, this is about music. At the end of the day, the verses is about music, and y'all know Jeezy they didn't even play Geeked Up. It was so many songs he did not play. People don't understand. Corporate Thuggin'. He had music with USDA he didn't do. Like, I was like, guys, y'all gotta pay attention. This is about music.
But Gucci didn't play some of his hits too.
He
didn't play Freaky Girl. That was one of his biggest records.
I know. I was tight. But you know what? Like I said, Gucci had a vengeance to him. He came out with a diss track.
Out the gate.
What? And he kept doing diss track.
In my mind.
You said what?
I said that's what I think cost him the battle in my mind.
Because he utilized that platform and opportunity for some beef that was still lurking to this day. Mm-hmm. Even Jeezy, when he tried to take a few minutes to be like, oh, we gotta do this for King Von and Nipsey Hussle and you know what I'm saying, for the people that passed away, I was like, okay, cool, but nigga, apologize. Like, y'all ain't really apologizing.
Nah.
No, y'all just talking shit and trying to make it a kumbaya. But that nigga Gucci is gonna be mad about this shit for the rest of his life. You know? But he, like I said, he utilized his platform to express that because, I mean, shit, thinking about it, when else is this opportunity gonna come up?
When will y'all be in the same room like this again?
Where it's safe.
Yeah.
For the most part, right?
I was nervous watching it. I just knew it was going to be a fight or
something, shoot out.
Something.
Yeah, I was like, okay, they had real security for this one. They did. But yeah, in my opinion, I love Gucci to death. Trust me, it's so many tracks that I have in my vault of life history that was just good shit. And but Jeezy took the cake. It was about music to me.
So out of all the versus battles, which one was your favorite?
I can guess that one.
Erica and Jill.
Erica and Jill.
Erica and Jill. I cooked up a whole Sunday dinner just listening and vibing. That was a whole different level of nurturing that we needed. My next up was Ludacris and Nelly.
Oh, wow.
That tapped into the fun side of life.
Your favorite rappers.
Yeah, that was like the fun side that we kind of forgot about. That was like going to the club at 15. You know, listening to all of that.
Yeah, mine was T-Pain and Lil Jon.
Okay,
yeah.
My boyfriend said that, and after he started educating me on why.
Yeah, that was good, man. They had a lot of hits, and then Lil Jon was able to play some other hits that he made for people that he wasn't just on too.
Right.
And T-Pain also, so that made it, you know.
Once he started playing like Spanish songs, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This is like
a shot song.
Yeah, like nigga, this is what was in my bag. Right, exactly. They like, we know this. I'm just like, damn, I don't know.
We talked about, I mean, you said earlier that you had moved to Atlanta at one point. A lot of artists, especially from around here, think, if I was in Atlanta, it'd be easier, this, that, and other. So what is your opinion on Atlanta with your experience?
My thoughts exactly. First of all, my sister, Jaleesa, she was attending Clark Atlanta. At the time, I was like, you know, being young and living life and just kind of was spiraling out of control. And she was just like, come here, come live here. You could pursue your career here. And being straight out of high school, one thing that I do appreciate is my music life in high school, because I was in choirs. I was getting lead roles in musicals and stuff, so I had it in my back pocket. It was just that I needed to transition that from being a musical theater kid to being an R&B singer. Even then in high school, I was still doing talent shows and singing and stuff. So once that hit, it was 2009 or 2010, I should say, and she was like, just come out here. When I got there, lost as fuck. Didn't have the resources, didn't know who to contact, it was just like, dang, what do I do? How do I find stuff to do? I'm sure if I stayed longer and put more time into it, I'd probably been able to figure it out. But within a 6-month time frame and you still just like on your sister's couch, it was just like, I need to go back.
Yeah.
I need to go back. At least when I go back, hopefully something fall in my lap. They know me, they know I sing. Maybe a rapper hit me up, wanted me to be on their track. That happened too. That's funny. And, you know, it's not always about where you are. Sometimes it is. I have experienced that in the past few years. I was lucky to go to the BET Awards in 2018.
Oh, wow.
That was so fun.
Yeah. And actually, I always dreamed of going to one though. Man,
listen, and it's an experience for sure. I was there the entire week. I came across the opportunity to audition for some casting directors that are in LA, which I was heavily into acting. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be actor and singer. So I went out to LA with one of my homegirls who previously went to the BET Experience, or Awards, I should say. She's like, yeah, come on, I know to do this and do that and do that. So last year we had a ball. Like, we were just out there going to different parties and events, being around celebrities. Like, it was just everything that I needed. However, living in LA is a different monster. Everybody moves to LA for the same things, to be rich and famous. So it's kind of easier on yourself to do the legwork here so that when you do make those type of transitions, you're not jumping into a struggle. You kind of already set the foundation for yourself so you can just bounce there and be still on go. Because that's the worst thing you could do to yourself. Be like, oh, I'm about to move to so-and-so and so-and-so. Take it from me. I did it, and I was just there. I was stuck. So it's best to just, like, put the work in while you're here. And then when you make those type of transitions, it needs to be, like, very significant.
Okay. So, besides not having nobody, no help really down there, did you enjoy your time down there?
Yeah, that's the bad part. I'm drinking and smoking every day with my sister, but we not doing nothing. She going to school, and I'm just at her crib. So it was a good time. I've been to Compound.
Okay.
That's like one of the popular clubs out there. Had some different experience. When I arrived, I'll never forget when I first got there. We went to the gas station, and the first song I heard was Tony Montana by Future.
And you ain't know what the hell was going on.
What at all? And then when I say it was an old fella in an old school car. And it was banging. The song was so loud, and I heard it the entire time I was there.
And ever since then, he been big as shit.
What?
I love Atlanta, man. I went to Atlanta a few times, man. My favorite part of Atlanta is Lennox Mall.
Mm-hmm.
The mall is great there, man. Every time I go there, shoe stores have sales on shoes, and I always find a bunch of shit. So.
Yeah, big facts. Atlanta got some good spots. Food too. Food.
Okay, so what happened with the acting? You said you're gonna be an actor or a singer. So
hold on.
What made you take?
Real quick, didn't you post that stuff about your acting experience? Like you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
I was with Moolah Films Association.
Yeah, I remember.
I still am. I'm a part of the alumni. If you unfamiliar with Moolah Films, if you ever seen Plug Love, right now they have a series called McGraw Ave. Definitely check that out. 5-0, Buffed Up. I mean, they have a plethora of great movies.
I love Buffed Up.
Good movie. Good movie.
The love Plug Love too.
They have a good significant amount of good movies, and I thought it'd be smooth to jump into their acting classes just to kind of add more fluff to myself, and which was great. Awesome opportunity. They are a great team. They really work very well with one another to be able to help us as a class and some just up and coming actors. But that's like you gotta pick and choose type of situation to me, because I can't split my vibes. It either gotta be I gotta put more energy over here or more energy into that. So I had to pick, and for me it was to put my energy into singing, because that's for real. You gotta have a lot of time and effort to put into when you're doing acting. Like, it ain't no just walk in and say some lines. Like, nah, you better come with the right vibe.
Yeah, you gotta be the character.
Exactly. You are the character, and if you're not the character when I see you as casting directors, ain't nothing we can do.
As a writer, that's what I try to get the actors that that work with my scripts. You have to become that person.
Yeah.
And you have to, if you're not detoxing after the set, then you haven't become that person.
Exactly.
Because you have to get out of that character. If you don't have to get out of that character, you never were in it like that. So
I did shoot a movie over the summer, which again, like I was like, I just want to dip my hand into acting more consistently, and it was really good. It has a lot of hits on YouTube. It's called Motown the Movie. Motown the Movie, and I knew after that, like, I was just like, dang, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do both. However, they was able to incorporate my music and singing into the movie. So that's where the good balance was. But it's not going to always be like that. You know what I'm saying? So but It was a great opportunity. Highly suggest you go to YouTube, check out Motown the Movie.
We'll check it out. We're going to check it out.
Yeah, I love YouTube movies, so I'll go check it out for sure.
Yeah, you'll like it.
So what's on the horizon for Kenyatta Rashon?
Kenyatta Rashon is transitioning and adding more life to life. In the spring, I'll be a mom for the first time, as I mentioned. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm really looking forward to the balance of being a mom and being Kenyatta Rashon.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had to do that, right?
Right.
So it's always
About to be tough.
it's in the back of my head, like, oh, balance. But I have a really good support team at home. Everybody, even my significant other, my boyfriend, he is very, 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 very adamant about me being able to maintain and remain Kenyatta Rashon while I'm still Harlem's mom. Mm-hmm. So I do appreciate that. I always thought it would be hard, but he reassures me all the time, like, no, I got you, we got this, you got this. So I can't be more thankful for the team that I have. Even like my sister, his sister, our brothers and sisters, everybody is like, oh, no worries. I don't know, I think they've been waiting on this baby a little too long.
I will say a support system is very underrated and unappreciated at times. I think a lot of people don't really understand what support is sometimes. So having support, it makes a big difference in anything you're trying to do.
That's a fact, and I will say that it's been I always say it's been a long time coming. They'll say opposite, like, we always been here. But I'm the type to be like, oh, I don't like to put a burden on anybody or over ask things. And they're like, no, ask us, talk to us, tell us. So now that I've been actually utilizing those resources with them, I see it. And I'm like, okay, damn. I probably didn't hurt myself all this time, not putting myself out there to be more receptive to the help that's around me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I do have shout out to the home team, only the family. I thank you.
You're welcome.
I know she was.
You had somebody say you're welcome. Shout her out. Who's that over there talking?
Jalisa. My sister. She's a PR graduate from Clark Atlanta and has been using everything that she learned with me since day one. And we just keep grinding and working hard with one another and, again, seeing the fruits of our labor.
Oh, so this the one you was in Atlanta with, just smoking weed and shit?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Going to college.
Up and coming artists, get you a Jalisa.
Get you a Jalisa. Yeah,
get
buddy.
you what?
She is available to work with other artists. I'm not selfish. So.
Not anymore.
Right.
So if you had an up and coming artist that wanted to reach out for help for Jalisa, how could we reach her?
Contact me. I'll put you in contact.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
And once again, how do we contact you? Once again, shout out your information.
I'm Kenyatta Rashon. Don't overthink it. It's Kenyatta spelled with 2 T's. Kenyatta Rashon, Rashon. You can use that search on anything and everything, and it will always direct you to me. Kenyatta Rashon. Download. You make me feel better right now. Put it on your track. Listen to it around your kids, your family. You definitely gonna love this song, and just keep streaming it. Every little thing counts, all right? All the support that you give me, I appreciate, and I appreciate.
Well, we're gonna put you on the spot here. Me and Hank do videos, so that's all I'm saying.
Oh, yep.
We shoot videos.
Talk to me. You say you put me on the spot.
Well, that's all I had to say.
Okay, when this is
I'm sure you're gonna have more than one single coming out soon. So
absolutely, I still got stuff that I'm working on in the background. So, like I said, I would love to work with some genuine people.
Wait, let's go back a little bit. You said when it's a what?
Huh?
You said when it's a what? You said when it's a rap, like.
Oh, when this is a rap, we can talk even more. Oh yeah, I had to hit you as well. I do it every time, every now and then.
No more EPs. We're working on albums next.
You got.
So there'll be a few video opportunities.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so have you put out a full album or it was only EPs?
Only EPs. I've never put out an entire album. Everything has been EPs or singles.
Okay, so why you haven't put out a full album?
So over time, like I said, I've been going to different educational social media and artistry, like little concubines, learning more about myself as an artist, more about the music industry, more about the audience and what they're receptive to, and it's always pinpointed back to the attention span of the consumer. So they're like, you put out too many songs, you're setting too high of an expectation for your audience. You want them to be into this song and that song and that song. Some of it is gonna turn into an entire failure, and you've wasted a body of work. that's what I've been educated about. And then following that, it's like if you have a single, it's easier to connect to the audience and be more consistent and to touch more ears versus, like I said, about the album.
Because who gonna listen to the whole album?
And that's the thing, a lot of people aren't nowadays. So that's why, you know what I'm saying? And I believe that a lot of their education is coming from like what's literally happening right now in the music industry. For whatever reason, a lot of artists are dropping like 20-track albums, and it's a little awkward. But the upside of it is to drop an album and then shoot music videos to a plethora of songs, because one song will kind of vibe with somebody else versus a different song. So that's another thing that they're just really adamant about. So it's a catch-22. It's either going to happen or it's not.
Absolutely. So, you got any more questions?
No, man. Cool.
This has been truly a pleasure. Like I said, I just got up on you about last year, and I forgot who put me up on your music, but
shout out to them.
Whoever it was, I've been following it ever since, and it's like I said, it's been a dope experience. I will continue to follow. I got you streaming on all platforms. I think I subscribed to about 3 of them, and I put the streams in. So
thank you. I really appreciate that.
We waiting for this. We want this album to come out. No more EPs.
It's coming.
When can we expect that?
The marathon, spring 2021.
Wow. Okay. Do
She's
you have?
having a baby, so give her
After
time.
Harlem.
She
But y'all will definitely keep y'all a part of that too. This is a journey that I'm gonna keep documented. So like I said, if you subscribe to my YouTube, you'll be able to stay on track with my life. So now that I'm in a space, I've always shared my life, but I think this will be a little more open, a little more. You're gonna feel more like family from here on out.
Okay.
That's my goal.
Looking forward to that. Well, thanks again, and we will continue to bump Yada Rashon. We'll continue to promote and support. You have me and Hank here.
Shout out all your information one more time.
Kenyatta Rashon. Don't overthink the Kenyatta. It's spelled with 2 T's. RASHON is located I'm on all social media platforms. I'm on all downloading and streaming platforms. If you type me into Google, it's gonna take you to me. Period. There's no other Kenyatta Rashons. And I'm sprinkling the whole nation with Kenyatta Rashon. So get you a little something too.
We're going to get Comfy Ken in here next time too.
Oh,
we're going to get him in front of this camera. Like I said, we're going to get Ipsy in here. I represent Ipsy, so we definitely going to get more Ipsy.
Shout out to 734, man.
734.
Gotta put y'all up on some music that y'all gonna be like, oh shit, okay. Yeah, I like this.
Well, thank you for coming, and God bless you. We appreciate you being here.
Same. Y'all be safe out here. Let me put my mask on. I know you're about to cut.